Next topic that we will discuss here, that is the atomic number and mass number. So atomic number is denoted by capital Z, whereas yes, mass number is denoted by capital A. So Z is equal to number of proton. Actually atomic number is denoted by capital Z. So atomic number is equal to number of proton, which is equal to number of electron in a neutral atom. So what is atomic number? If you have to define atomic number, then you can say, as we know that protons are present inside the nucleus. So that means you can say that atomic number is the total number of protons that are present in the nucleus. It is defined as the total number of protons present in the nucleus of an atom. Also, you can also define it as the total number of electrons which are present in the neutral atom. So if I say like total number of protons in a neutral atom, that is also atomic number. I can also define it as the total number of electrons which are present in a neutral atom. And what about the mass number? Mass number is denoted by capital A, and mass number is equal to sum of proton and neutron. Sum of proton and, so in other words, I can also write it as mass number. I am writing it here separately. Mass number of an element is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. So the sum of number of protons and number of neutrons, that is the mass number of an element. So we know that if we have an atom, so inside the atom, in the center, nucleus is present. Okay, and inside the nucleus we know that protons are there and neutrons are there. So if I want to give it a specific term, that term I can give to those the number of protons as well as the number of neutrons which are present in an element, so in an atom. So I will say it as the mass number. So this is the atomic number and mass number. Am I clearly audible, Ashwik? And image is clearly visible, each and everything clear? Okay, so atomic number, mass number clear? These are some basic points that we are discussing first, then we will move on. Because atomic structure is the main first heading of the topics that you sent me. So in the atomic structure, these all points, terms should be clear to you. So let's take a simple example to understand this. For example, we are having carbon. So the atomic number of carbon is 6. As we know, atomic number of our carbon is 6. So if we represent it, then how we are going to represent this? Atomic number is written below and mass number is written above. Okay, so here it is 6 and mass number is 12. Mass number is the sum of number of protons and number of electrons. So there are some related terms. Actually there is a topic in the points that you sent me, that is some important definitions. So some important definitions cover these all definitions like isotopes. So these all are important here, that are mandatory to know. So first one, let's start with the first one, that is the isotopes. How you can define the isotope? They are the atoms of a given element which have, as we know that atom is the smallest indivisible particle of the matter. We know this thing, that atom is the smallest indivisible. What do you mean by indivisible? Means it cannot be divided further into other units. Why? Because it is the smallest indivisible particle of matter. And what is our matter? Anything that occupies space and has a mass, we call it as a matter. Okay, anything that occupies space and has a mass, we will call it as the matter. So that means our element also has atoms or not? Obviously. So what are isotopes? Isotopes, they are the atoms of a given element which have, what do you mean by iso? Iso means same. If I say about the word iso, so word iso means what? It means same. Okay, so iso means same. So isotopes are the atoms of a given element which have same atomic number, but another thing is different, means mass number is different. So the atoms of a given element which have same atomic number but different mass number, we call them as the isotopes. Now let's take a few examples. Let's take few examples to understand this. So, for example, this is also a separate chapter in your portion, that is a hydrogen chapter. That is chapter number 9, hydrogen chapter. So in that hydrogen chapter, you will study about the isotopes of hydrogen. Isotopes of hydrogen. So there are three isotopes of hydrogen, one additional information which will be helpful in the future hydrogen chapter also. There is a separate chapter. What is that? There are three isotopes of hydrogen. First one is your protium, second one is our deuterium, and third one is our tritium. These are the three isotopes of hydrogen. So can you see here, in all these, what is same? Tell me, atomic number is same or mass number is same in all three? Yeah, mass number is different. So tri means 3. So by this tri word you can easily keep in mind that tritium is having mass number of 3. In spite of that, atomic number in all the three is same. Protium, atomic number 1, mass number 1. Deuterium, atomic number 1, mass number 2. And tritium, atomic number 1, mass number 3. So on the basis of this, these are the three isotopes of our hydrogen. So I think this thing is clear to you. Isotopes. Any doubts? Everything clear? Can we proceed further? Okay, sure. So let's take next definition here. Next is our isobar. Firstly, we discussed the isotope. Second one that we will discuss here, that is the isobar. Actually, isotope and isobars, they are just opposite of each other. They are just opposite of each other. So, what were the isotopes? Can you tell me? What were isotopes? They have same atomic number, but different mass number was there. So isobars, you can keep in mind, they are just opposite of the isotopes. So isobars are the atoms of different element which have same mass number but different. Only this thing is different, means they are just opposite. Like in these atomic number is different but mass number is same. Let's take some examples. See here. What is the atomic number of argon? 18. Potassium, atomic number 19. Calcium, 20. So what is same in all these? Atomic number or mass number? Mass number is same. So they are the example of our isobars. So let's take a question here. Actually this question came in the previous year competitive exam. So this question came in NEET exam 2020. So also in the previous year other competitive exams. So question is like number of protons, neutrons and electrons in case of lutetium with what is the atomic number in case of this lutetium? That is 71 and mass number is 175. So yeah, can you try this question? You have to tell. Yes, that's good. You are right. Obviously, atomic number is equal to, as we studied, atomic number is equal to number of, that is equal to number of protons. So that means number of protons, atomic number is 71, so number of protons are 71. And how you find out the neutrons here? Yeah, you have to just do what mass number minus atomic number. See here, like mass number minus atomic number. This thing you have to do here, and you can get number of neutrons. As we discussed earlier, that atomic number is the number of protons or number of electrons. So here atomic number is 71. It means number of electrons is equal to 71, and also number of protons is equal to 71. So that's why C option is the answer. Let's move further. As you sent me a topic called as electromagnetic waves, we will study that topic, electromagnetic waves. But before that, let's see these terms also. So first term is the wavelength. Actually, in the electromagnetic wave portion, these terms will come. So firstly, these terms should be clear to you. So first one is our wavelength. What is the symbol of wavelength? It is denoted by lambda. So it is defined as the distance between the two nearest crust or trough. Do you know what are these? Crust or trough? Yeah, so if I make here a rough diagram here, you can tell me. These above are crust or trough? Above one, these. Yes, and lower one is trough. Okay, so the distance between the two means if I make the wave, so it will be like this. So what is wavelength? It is defined as the distance between the two nearest crust or trough. That is the wavelength. So it is measured in term of the A naught. A naught is the angstrom, and PM is the picometer. Means these can be its units. And it can also be measured in term of nm. Nm is nanometer, or it can also be measured in term of centimeter or simple meter. So these are some important points here which is given. 1 A naught, 1 angstrom is equal to how many meter? Yes, actually this will be helpful in solving some numerical problems, as numerical problems related to the wavelength can also come from here. So it will be helpful for that purpose. For example, if wavelength is given in any question to you, like meter, wavelength is given, let's say, and your options, for example in a multiple choice question they are asking, and all options are given in meter. So that means you have to convert that nanometer into meter. So how you will convert? You will just multiply it with 10 raised to power minus 9. Okay, as 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to power minus 10 meter. In the same way, for example, 2 angstrom wavelength is given and you have to convert it into meter. So how you can convert? You will just multiply it with 10 raised to power minus 10. So it will be 2 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 10 meter. And also 1 centimeter is equal to 10 raised to power minus 2 meter. And 1 picometer is equal to 10 raised to power minus 12 meter. For example, in any question you have given 3 picometer wavelength. So how you can convert it into meter? You will just multiply it with